Rockstar definitely devastated a bunch of people recently when they announced that GTA 6 was getting delayed all the way through to 2026, but then they made it up by giving us a brand new trailer and just a boatload of information. There is so many things that you miss, so much stuff that you probably don't know about this game, and I'm gonna break it all down for you right here in this video. Real quick though, hit that thumbs up button if you're looking forward to this game, and subscribe to the channel, turn on those notifications. It's a brand new channel. We're gonna be covering games like GTA 6 and so much more right here. Okay, so we did get a brand new trailer for GTA 6 and everything looks phenomenal. I mean, the visuals are just absolutely insane. It starts off with our main character Jason saying that he's trying to fix some leaks on the roof. Really loved that line. I imagine it's got to be some sort of a nod or a joke towards what happened, obviously, with the reveal that GTA 6 was even a thing. I'd also like to mention, not a lot of people noticed this, that when you watch the GTA 6 trailer, after Jason has this interaction with Brian, he's walking into his home, and from the camera angle, the way that it's locked, the way that everything is playing out, it does look like this is our first snippet, our first time looking at actual over-the-shoulder gameplay. It's really small. It's not traditionally what you're expecting when I say that there is gameplay in this actual trailer, but it's gameplay nonetheless. And one thing that I think is particularly awesome about it is that it showcases how damn good this game is going to look, even outside the cutscenes. We know the cutscenes are going to be insane. We know those visuals are going to be top notch, but even when you're playing it, even when it's in motion, it all still looks like one of the best video games ever made. And from there, the trailer just kind of does this thing. It shows Jason having a day out. You know, he's working out at one point, so maybe they're going to bring back that mechanic from GTA San Andreas where you can get fat or you can get super duper buff. And then he goes to pick up what we imagine is the second protagonist of this game, Lucia Caminos. And Jason, lucky man. And then, yeah, the trailer, like I said, just kind of shows all the things you'd expect out of a GTA game. Lots of gunfights, lots of robberies, heists, all sorts of craziness going on. It all looks amazing. I mean, 10 out of 10 amazing. I literally cannot wait for this game. I can't believe we have to wait an entire year for it. Maybe even longer if Rockstar delays it again. But you see, the real meat and potatoes that we got for GTA 6 comes from the actual website. Rockstar has a splash page for Grand Theft Auto 6 that has a ton of information about the game. First of all, a quick little logline here about Jason and Lucia. It says, Vice City, USA. Jason and Lucia have always known the deck is stacked against them, but when an easy score goes wrong, they find themselves on the darkest side of the sunniest place in America, in the middle of a criminal conspiracy stretching across the state of Leonida, forced to rely on each other more than ever if they want to make it out alive. Damn, okay, so this is actually as well our first time hearing the name of Leonida, which is this game's version of Florida. And what I find really awesome is this is not just going to be a game set in Vice City. It seems like this is going to be the biggest open world that Rockstar has ever made, based on what they're showing here on the website. So, of course, on the website, it mentions that we're going to have, you know, the sunny Vice City. That's this game's version of Miami. But then there's also the Leonida keys, as it's mentioned on the website here. A gateway to paradise. The dress code is casual. The bars are loaded. Life in this tropical archipelago isn't flashy, but it's easy. Get your buzz on and pull up a deck chair, but look out. You are right on the doorstep of some of the most beautiful and dangerous waters in all of America. There's a lot of screenshots here that give you a bit of an idea of what to expect when you're exploring the Leonida keys, and some of these are insane. We see some iguanas, some animals, so maybe there's going to be some pets you can have in this game, and there is some underwater exploring as well. See some sea turtles. It's awesome. There is one screenshot on the website that shows what I think might actually be the full open world size, and my goodness, it is insane. It's breathtaking. I can't wait to explore everything in this open world. Then we have the grass rivers, which is kind of the more swampy lands, I imagine. It says here, welcome to the wetlands, the untamable jewel of Leonida's crown. You never know what lies beneath the surface of this primordial expanse. The gators may be the most famous attraction, but there are far deadlier predators and weirder discoveries among the mangroves. And yes, you can get a bit of an idea through some of the screenshots, the swampier location that this is, the wetlands as it's described. There are some gators, so yes, we are in Florida. But once again, every single screenshot they're showcasing from this game, insane how good it looks. And then we got Port Gellhorn. It says here, live hard. This is Leonida's forgotten coast. Cheap motels, shut down attractions, and empty strip malls won't bring the tourists back, but there's a new economy in this once popular vacation spot. It's fueled by malt liquor, painkillers, and truck stop energy drinks. Jump on a dirt bike and hold on to your wallet. A forgotten coast, as it's saying here. I mean, yeah, this definitely looks like one of those areas you want to visit where it's a bit more intense. It's a bit more, you know, back alley sort sort of feeling, and some of these screenshots definitely give off that vibe. There's Ambrosia keeping Leonida sweet. The battle for the health and wealth of Leonida begins here. In the heart of Leonida, American industry and old school values still reign supreme, whatever the cost. The Allied Crystal Sugar Refinery provides the jobs, while the local biker gang provides almost everything else. So yeah, over here is where you're going to be interacting with or come across a biker gang of some sort. Based on one of the screenshots on their website, it seems like the name of the biker gang might be Final Chapter, and we do get some up-close looks at an enforcer as it's listed there on his jacket. And finally, we have Mount Caliga. This is the wild, wild country, room to breathe on the state's northern fringes. A national landmark up against the state's northern border, Mount Caliga offers prime hunting, fishing, and off-road trails. In the lush surrounding backwoods, hillbilly mystics and paranoid radicals live far from the prying eyes of the government. Screenshots showcase a lot of what was mentioned there. There's going to be some hunting, there's going to be some dirt bike racing, which is awesome, and yes, there will be some fishing and even kayaking. GTA 6, it's just gonna have it all. Every single thing you think you can imagine to do in a Grand Theft Auto game, this game is going to have it. And yes, this is all that you're going to be able to explore in Leonida. This is going to be a really, really big open world. But all right, you're probably wondering about some of the characters that are going to be in this game. The website gave us some insight as to some of the side characters that we're going to be interacting with, and some of which that we actually did see in the latest trailer. We obviously have Jason and Lucia. These are the main protagonists, the main characters that you play as in this game. All right, then we have Cal Hampton, one of the supporting characters in this game. It's mentioned here on the website, Jason's friend and a fellow associate of Brian's. Cal feels safest hanging at home, snooping on Coast Guard comms with a few beers and some private browser tabs open. We get some screenshots of Cal and Jason together. Yeah, he looks like a bit of an idiot. He has a shirt that says, "Violence is good. Thanks, video games." I love that. And it sounds like he is a bit of a conspiracy theorist. He's a bit paranoid, but maybe that's going to pay off within the game's story. Then we got Booby Ike, and I mean, the style here on the screenshot on the website is immaculate. The description of his character reads, "Booby is a local Vice City legend and acts like it. One of the few to transform his time in the streets into a legitimate empire spanning real estate, a strip club, and a recording studio. Booby's all smiles until it's time to talk business." And again, we get a couple of screenshots as well, a quick little video snippet of the character. He's got something to do in the main story. We're gonna have to see how all of that unfolds. From there, we have Draquan Priest. It mentions on the website here that Draquan was always more of a hustler than a gangster. Even when he was dealing on the streets to make ends meet, breaking into music was the goal. And he's all dressed up in some of these photos. Maybe he's gonna have something to do with Booby Ike as well. I mean, all of this has to do with like a record label of some kind. I'm wondering how that comes into play with our main characters being Jason and Lucia. And we have Real Dimes. Again, I think playing into this whole record label. And Real Dimes is a duo. Bay Lux and Roxy, aka Real Dimes, have been friends since high school. Girls with the savvy to turn their time shaking down local dealers into cold, hard cash via spicy rap tracks and a relentless social media presence. I believe one of the screenshots that got on the website here of the Real Dimes, Roxy specifically, has Draquan Priest in it. So again, they got something to do and it's all connected with this record label. We don't know what that's going to be all about in the actual story. Next up on the characters though in this game, we got Raul Bautista, and this is the one I'm actually most interested in. A lot of the snippets that they showed on the website look very, very interesting. His description reads, "Confidence, charm, and cunning. Raul's a seasoned bank robber, always on the hunt for talent, ready to take the risks that bring the biggest rewards." And then there's a quick little video of Raul. He's got a gun in hand, some sort of heist. It all looks incredibly intense. He looks so sick. I'm really into the vibe that they're giving off with this guy. I just wonder what role he's going to actually play in the story of this game and how all of this kind of comes together with the record label and all the previously mentioned characters. And then we have Brian Heater. We actually saw Brian at the beginning of the trailer, the latest one that we got for GTA 6. His character is described as a classic drug runner from the golden age of smuggling in the Keys, still moving product through his boatyard with his third wife Lori. Brian's been around long enough to let others do his dirty work. And I'll say this, there is one screenshot on the website of Brian with Jason in a car together that genuinely, it looks like real life. Like, it's actually insane. And then it's explained on the website here that Brian is actually letting Jason live in that home that we see him at the beginning of the second trailer, rent-free. And he's doing so as long as Jason just helps out with some shakedowns. Now, one character that's actually not on the website, but is prominently featured in the trailer and looks to be like one of the antagonists that we're going to be going up against in this game is this cop. We don't know his name. We don't know what's going on with him. There's like literally zero information about this character. Again, the trailer makes it look like he is going to to be our foe. He's going to be the guy we have to deal with in this game. So I'm surprised that the website doesn't want us knowing anything more. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Jason might be undercover in this game, and it might be this massive twist that happens in the story. It might be something that actually even catches Lucia off guard, and that's why we see some of this cop. Maybe he's the guy that Jason reports to. I also wanted to mention the customization for the characters in this game. You can see throughout the trailer and then as well through some of the screenshots available on the website that Jason Duval can either have a buzz cut and kind of a light beard to either kind of full grown out beard and some longer hair. The screenshots shows Jason fishing. Is that Jason Duval or is that Ryan Gosling? I don't know. And then some of the shots of Lucia show her having braided hair or have her hair up in a ponytail. We saw in the first trailer too that she does have her hair down at one point as well. So there's going to be plenty of different ways that we can change the look of our character, but that's to be expected in a GTA game. I don't think anybody was thinking that GTA 6 was going to be the one that breaks the mold. Two more things that I wanted to point out that I thought were kind of funny from the actual trailer. There's a moment where we see Jason watching some TV, and I think this is gameplay. I think this is what you actually can do in the game. It's something that you can do in all the GTA games, so I wouldn't be surprised. And we see him watching a commercial for Phil Cassidy's ammunition. Phil Cassidy is actually a character from GTA. He was featured in GTA 3, and now I guess is the owner of ammunition. And then over on the left of the TV, we could see what looks to be Grand Theft Auto's version of a PlayStation 5. And then on the table, we could see what is Grand Theft Auto's version of a DualShock PS4 controller. Jason, what are you doing with a PS4 controller and a PS5 console, you idiot? And that is pretty much every single thing, as much as I could possibly find through the website and within the trailer that you might have missed for GTA 6. May 26th, 2026, we got an entire year to wait and probably a very, very long time until we get another trailer. I also wouldn't even be surprised if it gets delayed again into the fall. We have played these games before. Hey, is there anything else that I might have missed? Sound off with your thoughts in the comments. I've been Caboose. I'll see you guys later.